Today's Thanksgiving, and we're not talking about the Canadian Thanksgiving. That's Thanksgiving light, but it's American Thanksgiving. I remember when I used to work for somebody else, it was really cool being able to take off at like 11 a.m. the day before Thanksgiving and then pretty much not actually do anything. But I still wanted to put in a day of work at the gym and then, of course, work itself. These vlogs kind of help keep me accountable, taking my vitamins, so I guess there's that. I know that some people would say, hey, aren't you going to get burnt out from working? And that's the beauty of entrepreneurship. To a certain degree, you can kind of do things on your own terms when you feel like it. And to me, frankly, I feel like working. And as much as this might sound like hustle porn, these little extra increments of energy that we put into things, it's what allows us to essentially stay on top of things and ultimately outperform any other company that wants to try and do the same thing. By the way, I missed my PR. I did get a nice little pump in after dropping like 6 pounds of water weight this week after traveling. This morning pretty much consisted of sending out a contract, training my employee, which is a continuous thing because I'm continuously offloading things to him so that he can offload his stuff to his employees, and then building out the systems, processes within the software to make the work a lot easier and simpler for everybody on the team. I do have an executive coach. I've been working with him for more than 1.5 years now, so shout out to him. Spent an hour kind of going over our document, which is exactly what you would think would be for any sort of executive coaching session. It's pretty cool because it kind of acts as a journal for like almost the last 2 years. Every 2 weeks we have a check-in, kind of see where we're at, where we want to get to, what's the progress, what are the blockers. And I don't like journaling at all, but this kind of forces the journaling and also forces the problem solving for myself and growth. And I get to look back and look at all the progress. I ended up putting like an extra hour of work because I honestly didn't want it to wait till tomorrow. About to have an Indian Thanksgiving. Not like the Pilgrim and Indians illustration you grew up with, but an actual Indian Thanksgiving. I'll share the food in the next video.